Hi, my name is Blake with electricalhow.com. Today I want to show you how to change a switch.
First, make sure you have all the tools and materials for the project. Next, turn off the circuit that is supplying power to the light switch that you will be changing. Make sure that you have no voltage by using an electrical meter or a voltage tester. And put a piece of tape on the breaker for safeguarding. After you have cut around the outside of the wall plate so that paint doesn't stick to the wall plate, remove the wall plate by removing the two screws holding the wall plate to the switch. Remove the wall plate and unscrew the screws that are holding the switch in place. Make sure your switch is in the off position and pull your switch from the wall holding the top metal brackets of the switch. Turn the circuit back on and use your voltage tester to check which leg or wire is hot still. In this case, it is the top wire. Turn the circuit back off and put a piece of tape over the circuit breaker for safeguarding. Use your voltage tester once again just to make sure there's no power at the box. And put a piece of tape on the top wire or the wire that showed constant hot. Next, remove the wires by loosening up the screws, cutting them flush with the switch, or popping them out of the back tabs of the switch if they are installed that way. Next, strip off a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of each wire that you are going to create a hook on, and create a hook by inserting the wire into the bottom hole of the wire strippers and twisting in a clockwise fashion. This technique takes a little bit of practice but is important to the installation of wire on devices. Make sure your switch is installed in the correct position with off on top and on bottom. Next, install your ground by installing the hook around the screw clockwise. Make sure your wire goes with the turn of the screw. Next, install your switch leg by doing the same thing by installing your hook around the screw in a clockwise fashion, and then install your constant hot wire around the screw terminal, installing this wire on the top terminal, and screw the screw terminal down. Next, install tape around the outside of the switch for safeguarding against electrical shock. Push your switch back into the box and push the wires back as well, making sure you push them back in a nice and neat-like manner. Screw the switch screws into the box until they are firmly supporting the wall switch to the wall box. Install your wall plate to the switch by screwing the small screws into the switch itself. Just a cosmetic tip, make sure the slots on the screws are going up and down in line with the switch. This just looks professional and all good electricians do this. Next, take off the tape on the circuit breaker and turn your circuit breaker back on. Flip your switch, and if it worked, congratulations, you have successfully installed a switch.